Welcome back to Star Wars Outer Rim. We are playing Bossk, who's very beaten up against the bounty hunter Boba Fett. We are also a bounty hunter, with Chewie now on our side. Okay, let's begin. First thing we do is the planning step, and I think we're going to recover all damage from our character. Required if you're defeated. We're not defeated, but we have 6 damage on us. We can have a total of 7, so we're just going to take that first planning phase and lay up in the hospital for a bit here and get repaired. Alright, that was that. Now we're on to the action step. Perform any or all actions, deliver cargo and bounties. Well, we don't have any. Market action. If on a planet, we can do a market action. What do we want to do for a market action? I don't know if we want to look for a better mod, maybe? Should we go through the gear deck? I don't know. We have 20,000 credits. I mean, we could look for a better ship, if that's even possible. But once again, we've already done one nav point. So I don't know if we want to do a better ship. Probably not. Market action. Well, let's look through the bounties. We might be able to find a bounty that's out here, and then we can dump one of the ones we have. Because Saw Gerrera really did a number on us. So we might want to just give him up. We don't want to put a bounty on Chewie. He is our crewmate. So let's see. Jyn Erso, 6. She's also 6. But she is not really close to us. Alright, let's take a look one more. It's possible. Or Chopper. 4! Now that's more like it. What does he give? 1 fame or 2 if we deliver him to the Spinward Core? You know what? I think we're going to swap out Chopper for... You know what? We're going to keep Saw Gerrera. We're gonna swap out Chopper for Lando Calrissian. We're going to give up on Lando. Although he's ship combat. That's okay. We're going to give up on him. So I do believe, I'm not sure, I think he goes to the bottom of the deck. And then for movement, we have the Hutts moving 3 towards us. Where are the Hutts? The Hutts over on this side. No, that's the Rebels. The Syndicate. The Hutts are over here. The Hutt ship is here, so it's going to go 1, 2, 3. It's trying to get to us. It has a long way to go. Okay, that was our market step, and now it's encounter step. Fight a patrol, resolve an encounter card. I guess we could have a Kessel encounter. We have Saw Gerrera. Should we take him on again? Should we fight him again? I think we're going to try fighting him again. He's worth 2 fame. Oh man, he's brutal. He did a number on us last time. Maybe we can ambush him this time. So he's rolling 6 dice, but he's rolling 5 because we have plastoid armor. Let's get out the dice tray and see if we can do better this time. Well, we certainly got beat up by Saw Gerrera last time. Let's see if we can do better this time. He is rolling 5 dice. So let's roll his first. And are you freaking kidding me? So he does 6 hits again? I think we're going to give this guy up pretty soon. That is 6 hits. Now we have to do 6 hits. We are rolling 4 dice, and we get to turn 1 eyeball into a critical hit. Come on, 6 hits. And we get 1. We can turn 1 into a critical, so we get 3 hits. No, we can't take him out. And he does another 6 damage to us. Are you freaking kidding me? All right, we're getting rid of this guy. We're not having him anymore. He is just absolutely laying waste to us. So once again, we have 6 damage on us. Didn't knock us out because we have 7 health. Wow, that's brutal. I think we've learned our lesson. We're giving up on him. we're gonna move on to the next bounty after that. We're gonna go for Chopper, I think. All right, AI turn, Boba Fett. If defeated, no, he's not. Move towards a bounty. Move towards a bounty. His closest bounty now is here. He is looking for Hera Syndulla, so he'll go 1, 2. He is now at the spot for his bounty. You didn't quite see that off screen. Do what applies. If all bounty slots are full, buy a gear, otherwise buy a bounty. He has all gear slots, all bounty slots fill. Reveal a face-down contact on the planet that matches the class 1 of Boba Fett. Yes, he will do that. Alright, and yes, call it a house rule, but in the original rulebook it says if you are to buy anything, you cycle the top card of the deck. But in the new expansion, you can cycle 2 cards. So do you cycle 1 or 2? I'm just skipping it. If you can't do it, I'm just not going to bother with the deck, speed things up a little bit. So that's what's going on there. Encounter step, do the first. Reputation, matching up. No, if encounter a bounty target. Oh, he was supposed to reveal a face down contact. Well, let's do that. Is this who he's looking for? This is Grand Admiral Thrawn. It is not who he's looking for. Okay, well, then he won't encounter a target because there's no target on the space that he has. So he'll just gain 4,000, and then we'll cycle the job deck and the luxury deck. All right, we're going to cycle the luxury deck, so we'll just flip that over. Oh, Mandalorian armor, 3 health. When you gain this reward from the bounty, you may reduce the bounty's card to 0 to gain additional fame. 10,000. Whoa! Oh man, we might go for that one. Well, oh, I don't know. And then the job deck just gets cycled out as well. Now we have hot favor. We need influence. We don't have it. We're not going to bother with that. Okay, that was the end of the AI turn. I shuffle up the AI deck because that was a Boba Fett card. Back we go to us. Yes, planning phase. We are going to lick our wounds once again. Go back in the back to tank or whatever we're doing. And that's going to be our planning step. Action. Deliver cargo. Or market action. Do we want to buy that Mandalorian armor? Let me think about this. Oh, much as I like that Mandalorian armor, I like our plastoid armor because we get to have one less die rolled for who we're attacking against. So I am going to cycle through the bounties because I think we're getting rid of Saw Gerrera. He's just too much. Greedo! Oh, there's so many green. Well, okay, let's do one more. And what do we have here? Information broker. Choose a planet that does not have any players on it. Reveal all contact tokens on that planet. Then shuffle this card back into the market deck. You know what? For 2,000 credits, I think... Are we going to do that? Who are we looking for? We know where Chopper. We know where both of our bounties are, so we're not going to do it. We're just not going to do it. Now we could buy something, but we're not going to bother. What do we have here for... smuggling compartment. Place this card in your cargo slot. No, we're not going to bother. Alright, we're not buying anything. There we go. Quick turn for us. And now we have an encounter step. Do we want to encounter... You know what? We haven't encountered Kessel. So let's go ahead and encounter Kessel. And see what we get. We're probably going to get another pasting from that. Alright, Kessel card. What does Kessel have to say for itself? Kessel, if you have positive syndicate, oh, no we do not. If you have negative or neutral syndicate, your new friends ask for credits. You may spend 2,000 to gain a syndicate reputation. Oh yeah, we'll do that. We'll spend 2,000 and gain a syndicate reputation. So that's not a problem. We've got 20,000. We'll spend 2 of it, and we'll up our syndicate reputation. I mean, that doesn't hurt. Alright, there we go. So we're going to get 3,000 back, and we get to update our syndicate reputation, which we can see right here. So now we're neutral with syndicate, Imperials, Rebels, and we're in good with the Hutts. Alright, back to the AI player. Boba Fett. Whoops, take the top card, not the top 2. Planning step, do the first. If defeated, recover. No. Move towards a bounty character. The closest bounty now for him is Kessel, so he's going to be moving towards Kessel. Yeah, his closest yellow bounty, which is the lowest pip bounty, is at Kessel. He has a speed of a 7. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but he'll backpedal twice and stay on Mon Calamari. That's what they do. If there's a planet they pass through within 1 or 2, they will go back to a planet. Action step. Do all apply. Buy a ship. His current ship costs 15,000, but he's got 7,000 credits, so he could buy a 20,000 ship. Oh, wow. Okay, he's going to try to buy a ship. Oh, my God. Oh, this is actually good for us. Because this one's 20,000, so he will buy it, because his old ship is 15. So he'll cash in his old ship for 15 plus 5 is 20. So he just bought himself a brand new ship. And flip that over. Now we have a different one on top of the deck. And of course, no movement. All right, let me get this set up. And this is actually hilarious because this is Boba Fett's ship in the movies. So now he has his own ship. All right, now he's ready to rock. But his speed dropped to 6. That's good for us. He's got an attack of 5, though, and a hull of 6. Wow, he's beefed up quite a bit. Not getting any fame at the moment. All right, let's continue on with his AI card. So buy a ship. There we go. Encounter step. If negative reputation matching a patrol, no. Encounter a patrol, no. Encounter a bounty target or crew contacting the space. There's only a green. He's looking for an orange and yellow, so he won't do that. Gain 4,000, then lose 1 reputation with this planet's faction. Okay, so he'll gain 4,000 credits. And it's Mon Calamari is Rebel. So he'll get 4,000 and lose a Rebel reputation. Alright, he'll get 4,000 credits. So there we go, doing some nefarious things. And he loses 1 Rebel reputation, which means he's got exactly the same as us. He's neutral with Syndicate, Imperial Rebels, and plus Hutt. And that's the same as us. Alright, that's the end of his turn. Back we go once again to us. At this time, I think we are leaving Kessel. I think we've had enough trying to take out Saw Gerrera. He just keeps pounding on us. And so, yeah, I think we're going to move this time. So for our planning step, we can move up to our ship speed. Our ship speed is 6. And this time we're trying to get over to Chopper because he is our bounty, and he is only 4. So we have a speed of 6. We need a nav point as well, so we're going to go the long way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we're in space. All right. That was us moving. Action step, deliver crew or cargo. Market action, can't do it. We're not on a planet. Encounter step, we are going to encounter nav space because we need to do that to flip our ship over and gain a fame. So let's go ahead and do it. Nav point. Let's see, what do we get for the nav point? There is no patrol. Nope. If you have positive or neutral rebel reputation, we have neutral rebel reputation. You experience engine trouble and send out a distress signal. Move the rebel patrol directly to your space, then recover all damage from your ship. Okay, well that's pretty cool. So that was a nav point. So the rebel ship, as I knock everything around, the rebel ship comes right to our space, and that is the, okay, this is pretty cool. So that's the 5 rebel ship, comes right to our space. It gives us some assistance. I wonder if we should take him out next time, because that's part of our pirate monarch action. All right. So that was encountering nav space. So we have now completed our ship. So let's flip it over, gain the fame. All right, so what's cool is we have done our second encounter 2 nav point spaces to gain 1 fame and flip this ship. So we get to flip the ship over. And let's see here, long range sensors. Encounter, resolve a nav point encounter card even if you're on a planet. Well, that's pretty cool. I mean, not really super useful, but pretty cool. And we get a fame, so we go from 6 fame up to 7. Now remember, we need 10 in completing our objectives. All right, over to the AI. All right, up last for today will be Boba Fett in his new ship. AI player. Do the first fight, defeat or recover. No, move towards a bounty. Moving towards a bounty. He is on his way to find the closest yellow bounty. So let's go ahead and figure that out. And yes, the closest yellow bounty that we don't know about is right here at Kessel. He does not have to stop at the Maelstrom. He has a ship speed now of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom! Away he goes. He is currently on Kessel, where that contact is. Buy a bounty, even if at a nav point his bounties are full. If unable and on a planet, discard the top card of the market deck and get 4,000. Oh, and that's the top card of the cargo deck, so he's just dumping that off. Over here, we don't do ship speed when that happens, or ship movement, and he gets 4,000 credits. So now he's back to 10,000 credits. He's pumping up pretty quick. All right. Encounter step. Do the first that applies. Negative reputation of patrol. There's no patrol. Encounter a bounty target. Indeed, he will do that. He will encounter this yellow target. Is it Hera? No way! It's exactly who he's looking for. And that is his bounty. So he will then take her out. He takes her out. So we just look at her card. Her token goes away, of course. She's out of the game. And he gains 6,002 fame. Oof! Oh, and is there a reputation that gets nailed? After you gain a reward for this card, lose a rebel reputation and remove. So he loses 1 rebel reputation. I believe 6,002 fame. Yikes! 6,000 credits. I think maybe you're supposed to ignore the text. I think it's more thematic if you don't. So he basically takes her out, gets 6,002 fame. He's up to 6. Remember, he gets to 12, he instantly wins, and loses a rebel reputation. So he's a negative rebel. Cool. All right. And that, I believe, that was the end of his turn. After encountering that, do the first that applies. Yes. So we're going to zoom out and wrap up the episode for today. All right, well, that's going to wrap up our episode of Outer Rim Star Wars. Boba Fett up to 6 fame. We are at 7 fame. We've got a couple of more things to do on our Pirate Monarch. We have to blow up a 5-attack ship and have a flipped over ship. Actually, I think we can do that right now. Let's, I think, take a look at it because we have flipped over our ship. All right, so taking a look at our Pirate Monarch. Indeed. This says, make your ship infamous. Have a ship with a completed goal. We do have a ship with a completed goal. Now, if we buy a new ship, we'll lose this and we'll have to complete the goal on the new ship. But we've got it. The only other thing we got to do is take down a big target with a ship combat against an opponent 5 attack or more, which is actually Boba Fett as well. But he's got quad lasers, so he's 6 and... yeah, we don't want to do that. We'll take out the patrol that's currently in our space. All right, now we will zoom out and wrap up. All right, we're wrapping it up for Star Wars Outer Rim. Of course, we're playing the long game. You don't have to play the long game. We're playing to 10 fame, completing our Pirate Monarch. And Boba Fett, if he gets to 12, will instantly win. And he's currently sitting at 6, so he's got about 3 more bounties to complete. If he does that, he'll be taking us down. So we'll see if we can pull it off. We get 3 more fame to go. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comment, descriptions, likes. Star Wars Outer Rim Bounty Hunter Bossk versus Bounty Hunter, AI Bounty Hunter, Boba Fett in his current ship, which is actually his ship. Was interesting. What an interesting game. I really do like it. It's quite good. All right, thanks so much. Hope to see you next time for the continuation. And of course, one quick correction here at the end of the episode. Yes, when Boba Fett takes out, the AI player takes out a bounty, you have to do this much damage to Boba Fett, or the AI player. So that's 5 ship damage. So I put 5 on here. Unfortunately for us, his hull is 6. So he doesn't get destroyed. So he will be able to move next time. Darn it, I wanted him to get his hull destroyed. But he has a hull of 5, or 6 and 5 damage. Not going to knock him out. All right, thanks so much. Hope to see you tomorrow. Continuation Star Wars Outer Rim. We're playing Bossk Bounty Hunter versus AI Boba Fett.